Hi friends, this is Akshaya. Now we will discuss about how to implement basic connectivity. So let's start our video. Addressing table. When we observe the addressing table, there are some devices with interface, IP addresses and subnet masks. This table is further used in the lab. When you see the objectives, there are three parts. Part 1. Perform a basic configuration on S1 and S2. Part 2. Configure the PCs. Part 3. Configure the switch management interface and background. In this activity, you will first create a basic switch configuration, then you will implement basic connectivity by configuring IP addressing on switches and PCs. When the IP addressing configuration is complete, you will use various show commands to verify the configuration and use the ping commands to verify the basic connectivity between the devices, which it means we have to first create the basic switch configuration. Then we have to implement the basic connectivity between the switches and PCs by configuring the IP addressing. When the IP addressing configuration is complete, then we have to use various show commands to verify these configuration. Then we have the ping command to verify the basic connectivity between the devices. Okay. Instructions. From here onwards, I will explain step by step, then you can easily understand. Part 1. Perform a basic configuration on S1 and S2. First, complete the following steps on S1 and S2. First step is configure S1 with a host name. Now we have to open the packet tracer to do this. Okay, this is the window of packet tracer we have already learned. Now we will make connections. For the connections, we need two PCs and two switches. So one PC. Here we take one PC and the second one. And we need two switches. So I will take two switches. So switch is, this is the switch 1 and this is switch 2. We can rename the switch in two ways. First one is click on the switch and then go to config and rename the display name. I am naming as S1. Or we can rename directly by clicking on the name of the switch. I am naming as S2. We can rename not only the switches, we can also rename the PCs also. Here it was already renamed. So let's connect. First we will take a console cable. I am connecting the PC to the switch. Next I am connecting the two switches. For that I have to select a cable. Okay. Next I am connecting the PC2 to the S2. Okay, the connections are done. Okay, the first step is configure the S1 with a host name. For that, click on the S1 and then click the CLI tab. Enter the correct command to configure the host name as S1. Again, we have to go to packet tracer. Now we have to click. Okay. Configure terminal. Okay. We have a command hostname which is used to name the switch or any other device. I want to name it as S1. Okay. Now the step 2 is configure the console and encrypted privileged exec mode passwords. For that again we have to go to the packet tracer. To create a password for console, we have to enter console line console 0. Enter. To create a password, enter password command and the password you like to create. Cisco login to confirm and then exit. Okay. Now you want to create a password to privileged exec mode. For that, you have to enter a command enable secret and the password you like. Now I want to create a password of class for privileged exec mode. Now the step 3 is verify the password configuration for S1. For that, now we have to verify the password. So to verify the password, we have to exit from this and press enter. Now he was asking me the password for console. We have put the password for console is Cisco, enter and press enable to enter into the privileged exec mode, and we also created the password to privileged exec mode and that password is class. Now we have entered into the privileged exec mode. Now to see all this password we are using a command show running config. Here the privileged exec mode password is encrypted and we can also see the console password which is Cisco. Okay. Next step. Configure an MOTD banner which is a banner message. Now we have to create the banner message. For that we have to enter into the global configuration mode. For that we have to enter configure terminal. Okay. To create a banner message, banner MOTD is the command which is used to create the banner message. Okay. Authorized access only and violator will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Extent of the law. Okay. The banner message is created. Next, the fifth step is save the configuration file to the NVRAM. To save the configuration file to the NVRAM, we use the command copy running config startup config. Firstly, we have to exit from the global configuration mode. Okay. Now we have to enter copy running config startup config. For confirmation, we have to press enter. Okay, it was also done. And the sixth step is repeat the steps 1 to 5 for S2. We have to repeat the same steps that we have done at S1 should be repeated at S2 also. Configure the PCs. In configuration of PCs, we have to configure the PCs with IP addresses. In the above table, we have the IP addresses for PC1 and PC2 and the two switches. We have to configure those IP addresses to the PC1 and PC2. First, click on the PC1, then go to the desktop mode, then to the IP configuration. We have IP address of for PC1 is 192.168.1.1 and the subnet mask is default to this IP address. Okay, we have do the same process for PC2. Go to the desktop and select the IP configuration. Then the IP address for PC2 is 192.168.1.2 and the subnet mask is same. Okay, this is the configuring of IP address with both PCs. Now test connectivity to switches. For this, again go to the packet tracer and select the PC1. Okay, we have already opened the command prompt. Now use the ping command and enter the IP address of switch 1 168.1.253. When we see here, it will show as the request timed out, which means the success rate will be decreased to 0%. So we are unsuccessful. To get successful, we have to configure the switch 1 with an IP address. For that, we have to open the packet tracer, then click on the switch 1 and press enter. Okay, the password is Cisco enable flash. Okay, now we have to enter into the global configuration mode. So I am entering the configure terminal. Okay, next I have to enter into the interface configuration mode. For that, interface LAN 1. Okay, I have entered into the global configuration, sub configuration of interface configuration mode. Now I have to assign the IP address to the switch. So IP address (192.168.1.253) and space question mark, and we have to enter the subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0. Okay, enter. We have configured the IP address. Now we use the no shutdown command, which is next. Same process will be repeated at S2. Now we have to verify the IP address configuration on S1 and S2. For that, open the packet tracer and click on the switch 2. We can use the show IP interface brief. Okay, we can see the IP address of switch 2. Now we have to save the configurations of S1 and S2 to NVRAM. Show running config startup config. So Ping is used for the network connectivity. When I used it, I got 100% success rate. Thank you.